Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Eureka Springs channel. I'm Melody Purdy, your host, and we're coming to you live from Eureka Springs, Arkansas. And I'm excited today because it's a brand new year, starting out fresh, and we're going to try again this year to bring you all the good news from all the good people and the good places of Eureka Springs. And I want to check in with my nonprofits. I've been calling a lot of people, setting things up for this year, and I'm very excited that we're going to give you another year of exposure to all the things that are going on here, both from our nonprofits and businesses around town. And I have invited today to be with us again our special guest from the Clear Spring School. I always want to say Clear Springs, but it's Clear Spring School, which is a great nonprofit school. And I wanted to be able to let them come on today to update you about some of the things that they've got going on this month, and also actually the start of the year. A lot of the information that they're going to share with you today is some of the projects that they've got going on over there, and just to give you an overview of what they're all about. So Miss Bobby Benz is here with us today, and she's going to join us here in the room. Let me bring on screen for you guys. Hey, Bobby.
Hi there.
So is this a snow day for you, for the school?
Partial. We went this
Partial.
morning, but we had a little early dismissal with the temperatures dropping and the roads being a little slick. So
Yeah. That was always something that during school when I was going, I always was so excited when it was going to be a snow day. It's snow school. I always was excited for that. Well, I know that you and I have, this is the first time you and I have talked. You are new there and a new position there at Clear Spring. Tell everybody out there about what you do there at Clear Springs.
So I am the development director. We've actually been part of the Clear Spring family for about 6 years now. My child has gone there since she was 3 and moved down the hill with them. So we've been on campus for a while. I've just finally been in a position where I can help out a little bit more than as just a parent.
Well, that's great. And I know they're glad to have you. I know that a lot of people volunteer out there, a lot of people who have children there that are a big part of helping keeping the school going. You know, it's a big effort, isn't it?
Yes.
To
There's
keep everything
lots
funded. Yeah.
of pots on the stove at all times.
For those that are listening who may not be familiar with who you guys are and how you're very different in the way that you guys approach learning there at Clear Spring. Would you like to tap into that a little bit and fill people in?
Absolutely. So at Clear Spring, we are a progressive education school. And what that basically means, the short end of it, is we're very hands-on. So instead of measuring students by test taking ability, we measure them as a whole person by performance, project based. So everything we do, there is a hands-on component to it. It's not just theoretical and in the paper.
Right. And I'm gonna go back. Sorry, I had it on the wrong slide.
No,
Let's
you're
go
okay.
back to that whole thing about the hands-on, because
Yeah.
that was the first thing when I asked the question out in the community when I was new here. That was the first thing, was that they're a hands-on school.
Mhm.
So talk to us a little bit about what that looks like, because I've got a photograph up here. I don't know if you can see it.
Yep, I can see it. And what we're looking at right now is some of our students. They have been partnering with the Eureka Springs Parks Department to study the invasive lily pads. So instead of just teaching about it, we actually go out there and work with the school on it, which helps reinforce the learning and helps you retain it a little bit more. I love this picture. It's always so pretty to look where we live
It
sometimes.
Can't believe we live here, right?
I know. But that is one of the projects that we've been doing all school year long so far. And all of the grades from first through high school have been participating in that. The high schoolers have been doing a little bit more, but they've all been out there to participate and talk about invasive species and what that does in a general sense to the ecology and ways to help correct it once they've been introduced.
I can see how that just really does absorb into their brains a lot quicker than just reading it off a page of a book.
Yeah, when it's
I can
tangible,
just see that.
yeah.
And now talk about this, because I wasn't sure. This gentleman, is he a volunteer that's teaching, or is that one of your instructors?
No, this gentleman actually doesn't work for the school at all. He
Okay.
is part of the Diana Butterfly Conservation Program that is in the state. Arkansas state butterfly is the Diana butterfly, and what we're seeing as a state is we're losing habitat for them. So there's a major conservation effort going around statewide, and our younger kids have been participating with these efforts throughout the fall. It's a little cold for them to go right now, but they'll get back at it in the spring. And these two hands-on projects combined together have really created a want from the students on campus to transfer our campus into a native species campus. So we're going to actually start planting some native pollinator plants around our school trails to help participate with the Diana project and conservation efforts, and they'll be able to map them out and send them into the state. So they're
that's so cool.
Yeah, they're really participating in a bigger whole than just learning about the state butterfly.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And I know that the campus there at the school, most people don't realize it's on a little bit of a spread of land there, and you have a lot of room to do a lot of different things.
We
Is
do.
this picture, is this from your campus?
That is our campus
Okay.
edible garden,
I
and the
thought it
students.
was. Yeah.
Yep, the students participate in all the aspects of that, from the growing from the seed to the harvesting to the composting, all of the things there. And then if we have enough, of course, we can take that and we are able to produce snacks or lunches per se for the students. So,
Yeah.
and that program itself is going to start expanding so that we can offer more of a hot lunch type program on campus. It'll be farm to cafeteria style. And
Wow.
as we're able to expand that garden, that farm to cafeteria program will also be able to expand with that.
What
I
a
think
rich
everybody in Carroll County
experience.
knows food insecurity is kind of a big thing, and it's just
Yeah.
gotten worse. As far as our student body goes, approximately 80 to 85%, somewhere in there, would qualify for free or reduced lunch if they were at the public school. So here's one area where we can step in as an educational system and help out with those students, because they can't think if they don't have anything to eat. That's,
Absolutely.
you know,
What a wonderful plug in there at your school to have this right there on the campus.
yes.
And what a rich experience for all of them to actually and have an appreciation for the earth and what it can provide.
Mhm.
What a wonderful thing. And now is this has this been was it last year the first time y'all done that, or is this been going on for a while there, that the farm to table?
Well, the garden has slowly been enlarging
Yeah.
over the last few years. So it's not a big, farm to table program quite yet, but we're
Yeah.
going to have a bigger expansion this spring, and that's really going to kickstart that off so
That's
that
great.
by next year at least, we should have more
Wonderful.
opportunities and available
I
foods
love
for
that they're
them.
just getting in there and getting their hands all dirty and enjoying it. That's so cool. That
Yeah,
is
our
so
kids
cool.
definitely get dirty.
Yeah. So last time I talked with, I think it was Rigdon that was on the interview with me. We talked about some of the other larger projects that y'all have got going on there at the school, and he told me the next slide I'll show talks about the ketchup factory. So we had
Yes.
I didn't who knew that there was a ketchup factory in Eureka Springs at one time. Who knew these things? It's like one of the other oddities of Eureka Springs, right?
Yep.
So y'all are still update us on that project, because I know that's an ongoing thing that we talked about last year. So tell everybody what's happening there. And there's the
Yes.
building that they are working on.
So that is the old Eureka Springs hot ketchup factory. As you can see, nature reclaimed it. And we have a full intention of converting that to our multicultural kind of student union center.
Mhm.
So the high school students have been working hard at planning, budgeting, those types of things. We've been working with the building inspector to make sure we're up to par. Of course, the students won't be doing any of the electrical work or any of that technical stuff, but they can be involved in all the aspects of reclaiming this building. And here, this next picture that we have up right now, that's just some of the hard work that they've done. They've been able to get all that brush, because that was the first step. You
Oh,
couldn't even
yeah.
get into the building.
Yeah.
So they've been able to clear that out, and now we can actually start to make a little headway as far as getting the building to what we want it to
Oh,
be
yeah.
for
Well, I
student
can look
use.
back. There's a difference. Look at that. From
Oh,
the
yeah.
start to finish. Oh, my goodness. That's amazing. That's a lot of hard work.
That was a lot of hard work
Woo,
on their part.
goodness.
Yeah, they did a
Wow.
great job.
Yeah. Well, and having all these projects on campus, all the hands-on, you're teaching children so many different valuable lessons, from project planning to being a friend of the earth and self-sustainability. All these things are just really enriching programs there. And I know that our community has in the years past has been a big part of supporting all these efforts. These things, all these projects take money. They don't
Yes.
just happen. It takes, and I know a lot of times, I can remember growing up, at school, we always had to go sell candy bars or popcorn or something to try to, raise money so that we could do different things there at the school. And I know y'all are heavily looking at that this year and what the expectation level is from your parents and all the goals that you need to achieve this year. How can we tap in to assisting you? Do you have, I know you have a giving portal. Do you have a giving portal on your website?
Yep, there's a
Okay.
giving portal on the website. There's also a school store if you wanted to have some school merchandise. That
Okay.
we get the funds from that. We did just receive a B grant from the Whole Kids and the Bee Cause Foundation, so we'll
Okay.
get 2 new hives on campus.
Good.
To
Good. Good.
support that, we did have a fundraiser before Christmas. But if anybody's still interested in honey, we still have some jars left at the office. They're
Oh.
$15 a jar if that's
Okay.
something that you can swing, instead of giving larger amounts or things like that. So there's all kinds of ways to help out the school. It's every little bit counts, no
It
matter how
does.
much it is. $5 makes a big difference.
Yeah. And are y'all still y'all be doing a fundraiser later this year? Won't you?
Yep,
What month
our
is it gonna?
our
When
big
month?
auction.
Yeah. When does that happen again?
The auction's going to be in March,
Okay, so it's
and
coming
we'll
up.
have that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming up real soon. We'll have that. We'll have a kickoff date for that, and it's still online, but there'll be some buy now items,
Okay.
but you can kind of peruse it and things
Sure.
like that. But that'll
Yeah.
be at the beginning of March. So if
Okay.
that's something that somebody's interested in, just kind of keep your eyes out for that.
Okay.
You're always welcome to join our Facebook page so that you can see that stuff as it comes through.
Sure. And those of you that are listening out in the community, it's now's the time really to start to thinking about, if you have an item that you'd like to donate for the auction, go ahead and make plans to contact the school so that they can go ahead and kind of get their wheels to running and getting things logged for the auction. I know those things take a lot of work, so the earlier we all can get our contributions into the auction items, the better. And just contact Bobby there at the school or anybody else I'm sure there if you want to make a donation toward the auction. Bobby, I'd love to tap into again next month with you to give us an update of some things that are going on. And maybe next month we could even talk about some of the items that you actually need physically there at the school purchased. I always know some people like to be able to give just like gift in kind and go out and say, here's your, I need a typewriter, or I need, who knows what you need at a school. There's always things that you need. So maybe we can check in with you in a future date to talk about some of those items. And maybe somebody out in the community is listening and they'd be willing to go and purchase those things for you.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
yeah. Bobby, congratulations on your new appointment there. I know you'll do grand things, and I know they're very lucky to have you there, as are we lucky that Clear Spring is a part of our community. The kids there are fantastic children. They are embedded into the fabric of what makes Eureka Springs so special. And you guys are always doing something to give back to the community. The kids are always doing some project or doing something to give back to our community. So thank you.
Well, thank you, and thank you for having us on today. We appreciate it.
All right. We'll check in with you again next month, okay?
That sounds great. We'll see
All
you
right.
then.
All right. Happy New Year.
Yes, you as well.
All right. Bye bye. So you guys check out Clear Spring School. They're online. They're on Facebook. They're all over. Check out how you could help. I'm sure they would appreciate you being a part of it. We've got some people that are watching today. Mr. Weston is watching. He says, "Great job, Bobby." That's so sweet. Really, thank you so, Savannah Brick, throwing some hearts at us. There you go. And here we have Hannah Hudler. Thank you, Bobby. All right. And here again, awesome job, Bobby. Thank you, Mike, for tuning in. Oh, thank you, all of you, for watching today and for promoting what we do here at Eureka Springs Channel. And thank you for supporting Clear Spring School. Help them out by sharing this segment with someone. Share it on your page. Share it in your network. Help throw some people into knowing about what Eureka Springs is all about. It's a fantastic community, and we all support each other. And this is another way that we try to give back. Thank you for watching, and we will see you again soon here on the Eureka Springs Channel. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.